You can either scoop up water with an empty bottle or buy it from the central market. You can either scoop up water with an empty bottle or, wow, thank you so much. If you take on a few small odd jobs, you'll surely earn the locals' trust in no time. My goodness, you've really finished all that work. You're truly a part of our plantation now. At this rate, oh right, you haven't met Lady Norma Light yet, have you? Don't you worry.
Good. The word's already. Lady Norma won't be able to decline with...
Do not hesitate to help others. Ah, you're the one. My apologies. But could you give me a moment?
Lady Norma, all the grain has been loaded.
Then please set off for the relief site.
Hold on!
Huh?
Lady Norma, what is all this? What do you think you're doing without the approval of the Callous Parliament?
Although the Warmonger King is dead, the citizens are still starving.
In prosperous Calphion, the only starving citizens are lazy ones. Do you not see this kind of petty sympathy will only make them more indolent?
Did you say lazy ones? Following the king's demise, the nobles only grew more avaricious. They swallowed up countless enterprises. Were the citizens cast out onto the streets due to their laziness, then?
Only those who are diligent and clever can achieve wealth.
And the nobility are the diligent ones.
To be so rich at your age and still be so blind to the ways of the world. Regardless, this matter shall be brought before the Callous Parliament. Just you wait. I swear I shall see House Light fall before my final breath.
That's marvelous.
What's the point of the city growing more prosperous? When only... Oh, goodness me. Greetings. What brings you to our plantation? Ah, I see you're here with Chief Security Officer Volks.
It's good to see you, Lady Norma.
Ah, I heard you. Oh dear.
I was just starting to feel peckish. Setting. Thank you. I accept your offer.
Yep. That's marvelous.
You shouldn't trust them.
I apologize for dropping.
No need to mention it. We are both hoping for the good of Calphion. Indeed. But that's simply not enough. Also, I'm curious as to why...
I'm sure you will understand.
Provisions.
You must have... To protect our... You are my... Well, thank you for... Aren't you the one who supports those Indians?
Do you not work? Did you come...
What?
I never mentioned...
Oh, Rookie.
Lady Isabel? Wait, you two are acquainted?
It's been a while, lady.
Of course, Isabel.
Yes, your ladyship.
I heard you went to establish a new branch of our job.
Yes, all thanks to I returned up the Black Christmas.
Is that so? You've...
Oh, really?
Truly?
It's been a decade. I have learned.
It's well, as sole inheritor...
Of course, lady. When we were.
What?
Nothing's impossible.
All right.
Ah, Rookie, when you're done with that task, we shall have the briefest of meetings.
You shouldn't trust other men. I mean...
I hear you're a Trina mercenary now? Moonlighting isn't something we permit. By the way, you make it look so easy. Still as strong as ever. I hear you're a Trina mercenary now? Well, what's done is done. As long who else is lucky enough to have such a benevolent boss? You didn't join the Trina as someone who is...
I never would have believed...
I understand where you're coming from. Things will be...
You mean Counselor on...
Well, I'd like... You will also find yourself... And what will become... Which reminds me, I have...
Of course, Lady Isabel.
Thank you. Rookie? This place is incredibly peaceful. Delphi Castle was a nightmare, to put it lightly. You took long enough to arrive. I was able to make a quick trip to Calpheon City. It's not far from here. I went to formally raise the Jordine issue with the Callus Parliament, rubbing elbows with the necessary people needed. No one had the slightest bit of interest. They feel like a fool for gathering evidence in hopes of warning them of Belmorn's looming threat. Actually, I was the one who passed your information on to Captain Volks. In return, I asked him to bring you here. He says Parliament has no intention of listening to reason. In their esteem, the duty of doing so again should fall to the newly appointed Chief Counselor. How did things go with the Delphi Knights? I trust that you handled the matter well. Jordine. Perhaps he still has some conscience left, cutting ties with... Does Sir Brago Willier know about this? He must have sent a messenger to the capital, but the Delphi Knights have a weak political standing. Sir Delphad Castilian, the commander of the Trina Knights, may... So, what was Jordine like? With your power, will you be able to stop him when the chance arises? Indeed, it won't be easy. It's beyond human capability. They hold the same disregard for Belmorn and the Jordine. I'm beginning to suspect. They just kept talking about the delayed report on the guild. Good heavens. I must have pushed myself too hard the past few days. It's all right.
Lady Isabel! Hey, look! Lady Isabel! Hang in there! Lady...
Oh, the look in her eyes. We should get her home right...
Yep.
Poverty is not a sin.
Povius has safely escorted Lady Isabel home. Exactly. What do you think? I bet it surpasses any place you've ever visited. Huh? Where are you off to? Oh, I
Rookie!
Candle stands. Oh, Jordine? What? These are candle stands. Oh, why do
Oh, those pickpocket brats! I'm sick of them! What? Who's Belmorn? The monarch? Make sure not to cause any trouble in the market. If you have time, catch those pickpockets and devils, will you?
We must curb our greed, and those individuals were. We must curb our.
What should I make for dinner?
Jordine!
It is better to be in fear for a moment than to lose our humanity.
Why is it that we toil so hard, yet, dear citizens of Calphion, and yet, the reward for... Is it because we are lazy by nature? They are lowering the... Now, here is some bread. Citizens, always remember me.
With one hand.
Rookie arms are strong.
House Light has always displayed acts of generosity. Please, enjoy the meal we've prepared for you today at the Light. I don't bring up complicated things. But, my good people, remember how we were treated. Know that it was House Light. Only a merchant knows a merchant's... House Light has always displayed acts of
Hear me, people. Who has... We know what it is that we... Just as we built peace to accomplish this... Who can do this? I will not hold... Hear me, people.
Jewels are worth.
Calpheon is undergoing great change. How much pain have we endured? Did we truly overcome all that? Or does our triumph rest so? But never forget that it's the power under Calpheon is under...
Sophia was here.
I'll let him go for a small...
First, I would like to use this opportunity, when all eyes were on Calpheon's crisis, the greatness of the Calpheonian citizen. I don't stand here claiming the Chief Counselor should be... The Parliament still has much... First, I would like...
You've arrived. This is Lady Isabel. Bothered by that, are you? What truly matters...
Captain Vox, I cancel all my appointments and...
Professor, you've arrived. Please come. I truly hope that she is safe.
Her pupils are tainted with the dark energy.
What?
The fits have already begun. We must tie her up so that she can't move. Captain Vox, I need...
Yes, Professor.
You there! You're the adventurer, right? You must have some knowledge of alchemy. There should be some ingredients left from Orwin's... Check my bag over there. You should find the herbs we need. Mix them at a 1 to 3.1457 ratio with silver for... It seems she's better now. What a relief. Continuous exposure to black stones is the likely cause of it.
Lady Isabel, what's happened to her? She was conscious just a moment ago. Lady Isabel.
Ah, Povius, you arrived.
Oh, gods. For something like this...
Now, she must get...
Understood, Professor. Hey, rookie. I mean, adventurer. I've arranged lodging for you. Lady Isabel asked...
Ah, you're here. I was just thinking about you. Did you take in the sights of Calpheon City?
Ah, you've just gotten here yourself. It seems I've timed my arrival.
Ah, you're here. I was just thinking about you. Did you take in the adventurer and Captain Time has been... Huh? Oh, you don't... Firstly, adventurer, how's Calpheon treated you so far? I thought as much. It's quite odd that there are so few who are aware of these are affairs too massive. Only when Jordine's this matter concerns the survival of our nation. Parliament convenes for their... This issue cannot be avoided. I am a bit worried about my father. Hey, rookie. So, you'll have to attend the council a lot.
I'm not so...
If we just sit by and do nothing, we can achieve nothing. We have to do something in order to get... I'll craft a part for... If things go smoothly.
Ah, so even helping your father has its price. Fitting for the heir of a merchant house. I'm ever grateful for your help. Now, best we get...
Oh, Isabel, but what brings you... Word is, you did quite a grand... how...
Supreme Counselor.
Understood, Pervious. I'll head in now.
I hereby call to order the 74th Council of Elionian Year 286. First, let us discuss the agenda.
The issue with trolls and sawmills is escalating. We must conscript more soldiers.
Our citizens are sinking deeper into poverty, and you're suggesting conscription. Let's start with fair taxation.
A strong national defense guards our citizens' existence. Shall we neglect it for fear of discontent?
Then, how about House Bation steps up and sends in private soldiers?
Are you suggesting that the noble families take the lead?
All I'm saying is, for one who loves Calpheon so dearly, actions speak louder than words. The citizens would support him for it.
Councillor M, this is a blatant ploy to undermine our house's influence before the election.
Enough! The citizens' eyes and ears are upon us. Despite escalating attacks from trolls and Sonils, we have the Trinanites, don't we? Our focus should be on the upcoming election. This council sitting is hereby adjourned.
Though they profess to serve the nation, they are all too consumed with their own... As the eagle's wings are buffeted by unseen winds, may Calpheon be graced with glorious radiance. Honorable Chief Counselor, may I have a moment? I am Isabel of House Encarotia. As the head of the Heidel branch of the Shan Merchant Guild, I wish to report on our operations in Serendia.
Isabel.
You may speak. How is business faring? We're short on time, so a summary of expected profits and tax revenues...
Jordine Ducasse, the former Grand Chamberlain of Serendia, has declared himself King of Serendia and is advancing on the capital. The Harpy rampage at Delphi Castle was no coincidence. It's Jordine's handiwork, sowing chaos throughout the Republic. I believe everyone here is already aware of this. So why do you turn a blind eye during such an important meeting? What of the fervent speeches on national defense just now? Considering the seriousness of this matter, I urge the need for full preparedness.
Isabel, of all times, why now?
Very well. I've heard your piece, but when does the business report begin?
Without Captain Cliff, Serendia's sad excuse for soldiers are just sitting ducks for our Trina knights.
He's not just leading Serendian soldiers. He has the Shadow Knights under his command.
You mean those heretics that were excommunicated ages ago? Aren't you underestimating the might of Calpheon a bit? It's almost as if you wish Calpheon's downfall. To just which nation do you pledge allegiance, Isabel?
Silence, Theophil Bation. How dare you insult my daughter in my presence?
Oh, perish the thought. It's as the loyal lapdog said. Her only fault lies in having too great a love for her country. That's all.
They are not merely some band of excommunicated heretics. They've resurrected the ancient king, Belmont.
Isabel! What's the matter, Isabel? Hovius! Hurry and bring Professor Gorgath!
Yes, Master. Adventurer, please look after Lady Isabel. Fits of female hysteria aside, there is no harm in being prepared for such an event. Trolls and Sawmills are proving themselves to be a nuisance as well. Above all, the Knights are running low on supplies. Chief Counselor, I motion to increase...
The remainder of our budget has been allocated to the upcoming election. Regrettably, the chair must reject your motion.
Such audacity! How dare you raise your voice to intrude upon the sacred proceedings of the Callous Parliament? Are the Delphi Knights and Trina Knights Calpheon's only capable forces? Can we not also call upon the Holy Valkyrie Knights? Knights with the means to vaporize such heretical scum with Elian's light? Or, well, if those additional forces are truly needed, why not ask House Enkarosia? Weren't they to spare a fraction of their...
Respected members of the Council, may I have a moment of your attention, please? Alfonso Rundi, Baron of Serendia's Montford. He was raising an army, if left unchecked. Of course, the Serendian standing army was disbanded following the order approved in... So then, how did the Baron manage to raise an army from the ruins of Montfordel? It's because someone here...
What are you?
It's true. I'm Hervano Tito. I sacrificed everything to halt the Baron's advance, so if anyone's qualified to speak, Isabel Enkarosia was the one backing the Baron of Montfordel. Here.
Very well. We will accept this evidence for review. Councillor Light, do you have anything else to report?
Uh-oh. You're here too? I came at my new master's request. Thought you could just walk away, eh? Thought I'd just roll over and die?
House Light, in partnership with House Enkarosia, oversees the Jeanne Merchant Guild. Regrettably, as Sir Hervano Tito said, seems like House Enkarosia might have bitten off more than they could chew, trying to swallow Serendia with the aid of Montfordel.
Ellie, you wretch! What are you babbling about? Do you think I'll hand over my share of the guild over this?
Huh. But nobility in Calpheon isn't something that can be bought. Could it be that she, having failed to gain a strike...
Very well. By the authority vested in me as Chief Counselor, I will approve this emergency motion.
The Chief Counselor, too? Trying to eliminate an election rival in this manner? Dominic, why didn't you...
Please do not address me so casually. Geoffrey and Isabel are not yet officially wed.
Maintain your dignity, Councillor Enrique and Until this matter is conclusively settled...
Look, Chief Counselor!
A suspect with a risk of flight leaves us no choice. Today's council meeting is hereby concluded. We shall discuss the remaining matters during our next session.
My loyalty is always towards the people. Of course, Uncle Herman. By the way, I've got a gift.
Damn it! Who would have thought that house light would stab us in the back like this?
Counselor Enrique Carosha. I am sure my words will...
Thank you for your concern, Captain. As for how to handle this situation moving forward... of course. Isabel mentioned it in her letter. She boasted about how capable you are. You made significant contribution. Can you save my daughter? Whatever you need, name it, and it's yours. Do I look like I'm in a position to negotiate? Name your price. Gold, jewels, a position of power, the stewardship of our workshop.
Lady Isabel took such drastic measures to provide supplies.
Provide supplies to the Trina Knights? Are you trying... Something doesn't add up. Is it... Why would you, the mere chief of Capital Security, initiate a deal with me on such a critical matter?
Even a simple man like myself harbors lofty aspirations.
Aiming to have a notable deed thrust you into the realm of politics, eh? Well, I must admit, employing an ambitious man like yourself, I had no idea, and... Listen, I don't do business. If you... Isabel isn't one to... It'll be difficult to mobilize up, so I have no choice but to... And there's one more thing. Unless she... Moreover, it's not... If she seeks to oust me from the upcoming election...
So, what brings you to me? Isabel, you say? I thought that was all settled early. Did Enrique and Carosha send you? To probe my intentions? It seems like she's bitten off more than she could chew without the consultation. Hermano Tito and you seem to be well acquainted. He practically wet himself at the sight of you. Oh my, I am not one to trust people. I trust the evidence he presented to me. He does lack a certain depth, however. Oh, I seem to be speaking of myself to some degree. But one does, and he provided me with plausible evidence. So, what can you offer me? Adventurer, I've already heard the tales of you. Quite capable. You must have something that will prove Isabel's innocence. Hence your wish. Under normal circumstances, a trial would be held soon. Bring the Kepler Black Crystal trade rights to me. Oh my, that's a state-owned business. We were merely managing. That's a tough place to do business. Not much...
Hold on. The Black Crystal trade rights with Kepler are owned by House...
That's something I'll leave for you to puzzle out. It wouldn't be much of a deal. Please keep me updated on your progress. If there's no progress, well, you know the consequences.
we're being played, doesn't it? She has nothing to lose, after all. If we secure the Black Crystal trade right, if we fail to secure the rights, Lady Isabel and House Light will absorb the Jean Merchant Guild entirely. Oh, I can't think of any other clever way to deal with this. As Lady Isabel herself said, to the land where the Kepler Black Crystal Fortunately, the current head of the house, Fridry, he and I were born into a family overflow. We've received some provisions from House and they're currently overwhelmed. It's time for you to prove why I hired you.
We're here to see some horses.
There you are. This is the front line. We've had our fair share of The situation is much worse than we need your help. Seeing as you are a guild member.
Huh? Is this noise from all the cannon? Ah, you're the police sign here. I loaded the ration.
Usually, I choose to avoid.
The time? Bringing food and... Oh, let's see. Bringing food and not... Oh, let's see. Bringing food. Oh, let's see. Huh? You what?
It's worse than we could have ever anticipated. Usually, I choose to... Usually, I choose to avoid putting myself in... To negotiate, we must confirm... There is a lift inside. The Sawnils are swarming in. Brace for battle! I am Wolfgang Volks, advisor of Calpheon! For Calpheon! Remarkable. If I'd known you could fight this well. I assumed you were simply a shrewd negotiator. Now, let's take the lift. Just wait a moment, and the platform will... Isn't it something? Perhaps the commander already...
Commander! The enemy has infiltrated the fortress. Commander! It seems it will hold...
Stand! I thought!
To skies we ride!
What's with the formality?
Well, we are...
Judging by the attire, not a new knight.
Affirmative.
With no reinforcements, and it's truly a blessing that you, this victory, shall be a turning. Must report this, Wolfgang.
Me, sir?
I'm proud.
Can't be helped.
This victory shall be a...
Hold on. You I'll go light the beacon. You must be... I'm back. What are you staring at? Ah, well. Ah, well. Ah, well.
Great work. Now that we've achieved this victory, heart...
Commander, the exit route
Now
is
that's
also
been
blocked.
dealt with, there's something you want...
the black...
You mean that's... But with the situation as it stands, I've been unable to deny. As we thought he was just... But why the sudden interest? You have some idea of what's going...
Adventurer? He's talking to you.
Seems it was survivors of the troop will likely...
Adventurer? What's got you so deep in thought?
How can you be so sure? And why should...
Commander, I'll gladly vouch for... They're also a...
Well, if you say I can trust nonsense, that... So his plan... And to then... Right. So...
I heard that the Sawnil we need...
If we load...
I think it's worth a...
True. If we subdue the...
There's one problem. I'm menace.
I'll give it a solid show of my strength.
I was waiting for you to say... Captain Luce?
Once this matter is out of the way, the fates of Lady Isabel...
The Sawnil lead, Captain! It's coming!
In position! Commence!
was aware of your capabilities, but without your aid. Let's return to the commander.
Commander!
What a fantastic strategy! Now, as
Commander,
Go ahead, my friend. What is it? Ah, is it that I recall us back then? Are you hoping to become... If I get promoted to a higher position in the...
Frederick!
Indeed! Ha!
I require the Black Crystal. It's the only way to get through a national...
That's so.
What?
Look here. After the strange people poisoned by black... Our alchemists believe black crystals are the... I'll personally head to the... Besides...
I feel the same.
Of course, my friend. I'll help.
Of course, Frederick.
I understand. Adventurer! May the...
Blocked. Survivors of the troop will likely be 1 in 10.
He ceded the mining rights in their entirety. I was only expecting a mere 10th. What a pleasant surprise. As promised, I'll postpone the public trial. Now I can understand why Isabel speaks so highly of you. Here's the form for the trial postponement, as promised. Our house seal, I don't know what kind of ace you have up your sleeve, but I could submit the form, but I'm sure you'd rather do it yourself. I could submit the form, but I'm sure...
Wolfgang, you are not eavesdropping. You are attempting... Hush! The Supreme Commander is having a private discussion with the Chief Counselor.
Here, Chief Counselor, I'm telling you again, they're not just any trolls. Ancient trolls have awakened. I pledged my support for you in this election, but if you continue to demand the sacrifice of our knights...
I have a plan. I only ask for your continued patience. I assure you, at the start of my next term...
You didn't forget whose sacrifice it was that brought peace to Calpheon City, have you? The Knights of...
Like the Sawnhills, it seems that the trolls are also behaving unusually. The situation... Wolfgang, you are not eavesdropping. You are attempting to better understand your boss...
I see no reason to reject your request. Fine. The trial will be postponed. You must have struck a favorable deal with House Light, given that you've come all this way just to deliver this to me. It seems there's something you want. What is it? I'm aware. Is that all you have to say?
You knew? Then why hasn't Parliament done anything?
Chief Security Officer Wolfgang Vox, Delphi, Trina, Valkyrie. Have they been trained so poorly that for the great Republic of Calpheon, such a man should be able to...
Sir...
Wolfgang, if you help me with my re-election as the Chief Counsel, Adventurer, Jordine won't be more than a footnote. They're all quiet as of now because the other candidates will try to use this kill him. It's that...
Sir, it's fun.
If fear holds you hostage, I think I've explained. If you can handle the Sonnels at Trina Fort...
Adventurer, what are you...
I will release. Parliament needs someone like...
Chief Counselor.
Head to the anti-troll fortification.
Oh, no. First it was Councillor Encarosha. Your words, even in jest, are an arrow straight to my heart. None of this would have been achievable without your help. Trina Fort would have fallen into the hands of the sort that you appeared in Calpheon. So, our next destination is the anti-troll. So, our next destination...
We should try another time. What about we head back to my place?
Smell.
So, here we are. The anti-troll fortification. I'll never get used to the sight of those giants. Indeed. So,
Soldiers, I can't believe this. How could one person break through all... There must be Captain... Oh. Latif, did you...
No, sir, I did not. I wouldn't...
Well, I can't...
it's not what you think.
You're... This is an absolute... Normally, are we done here? The soldiers can't breathe with all the...
Understood. Captain.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Captain Andre.
Captain Andre! The adventurer will come out alive if what people say is true. If it's all well crafted. Ready to engage!
I assume those, I admit, their size is enough to send.
Need to secure a site!
Yeah!
I've grown accustomed to you mumbling to yourself, but where are you? At least inform me before you. Ah! Jordine.
Did they flee here? Answer me. Where is Quinn?
Stop tormenting.
Right. Now, lead me to Quint.
Eden, quit it.
You've been observing the...
Eden isn't...
The two...
Eden!
The leader of the Ink...
Eden, quit.
I'm aware, Martha.
What kind of creature?
According if Jordine...
He would go so far as...
There, we overlooked it. If you play...
Eden!
The final... Well, until we...
The situation is already... Of course, pursuing him is an option. Moreover, there's clearly... Please understand.
thought you'd have managed to track him down, huh? Don't tell.
Of course.
Hogwash! Lost. Who'd you think? One of my scouts I've assembled.
Hold on. It's too dangerous.
Wolfgang folks!
What?
Acting all. Am I right? It's happening all over. You're such a naive man. What about him? So you won't get your way, or
Captain Vidal.
more. You intend to chalk up your queue?
Captain
Latif!
Yes, sir.
Captain!
Latif!
Yes, sir.
Captain!
Shut up!
Captain Andre, please!
Shut up! I'm the one in...
Captain Andre, please!